Hello fellow cultivators, welcome to the 11th episode of Rewrite Destiny tier list of the game Tale Immortal. And this episode we are talking about alchemy related Rewrite Destinies. And the reason why I left this part out is because in the patch of when they introduced the gourd, they actually have introduced quite some more special Rewrite Destinies and this entire event chain of alchemy sect. So if you remember, when you start the game, you start an event and you find this master recluse room in your main region. And if you get in there, you can learn the recipe, right? And if you sit here for a while, take a few times, you can get this. Oh, I have been doing this before, so save destiny obtain. So here the destiny just means this neutral destiny where you get like 2 months. So alchemy is inside. Once you have this thing in your character, it says that while you are owning this destiny, you break through, then you will unlock special Rewrite Destiny option for alchemists. So this episode will mostly be talking about those special Rewrite Destinies it can get, and also there are some other destinies don't get it from here. Instead, it is in the normal pool. It's just related to alchemy and elixir stuff. So I also put it here, and so yeah, but let's start with those special Rewrite Destinies. Let's see. So one of the first special destiny is called Incredible Elixirs. So it's actually quite good. It increases recovery of your HP and MP from elixirs 100%, so doubles the recovery. And let's first introduce what the other things do. The next one, Philosophy of Elixirs, duration or effect granted by elixir 50%. So this is like those ones which increase your attack, your defense, your maximum HP, MP, or stuff. Those increase duration. So if you're using attack, mostly attack ones, it's good, I think. Then the next one, poison and medicine, increase damage dealt by elixirs plus 30%. These are really just for those poison elixirs, and you can get those recipes for the toxic one from Master's Recluse Room if you sit there for some time. I mean, not sit there for some time, but you can learn recipes from it. For example, if I click this, you can see this. Basically, you can throw this elixir to target area which deals poison damage. Personally, I never use it, so I can't say how good it is, but I assume if you want to make a build that is centered around poison elixirs, which I'm not sure if it's viable in chaos or not, maybe not, then maybe you should take this one. 30% increase. Not much, but not bad. The next one, Precious Extracts. Every time you use special skill, your elixir cooldown minus 5 seconds. Can only trigger it once every 8 seconds. So this looks interesting. Now, remember what's the effect of this one. Every time you use special skill, cooldown minus 5 seconds. And remember this effect. Basically, increase HP and MP plus 100%. Now let's look at one thing which is your minus skill, which is called Compendium. And I have highlighted several sub-skills from here. You can see the first and second, second and third. So HP and MP restores 35% more vitality and energy sub-skills. So that's one single incredible elixir destiny does 3 times better compared to both of these sub-skills adding together. I think this itself shows that it is a pretty good destiny. And I mean, it's obviously not great in the sense that it makes a build work, but I think it's quite good, something like quality of life. And you anyways, you only can get it if you go to the Master's Recluse Room, sit there and get this destiny, so that when next time you break through, it's only possible to get it then. Let's say in your breakthrough, chaos breakthrough, you don't get anything you like, and even after doing this thing, you still don't get anything you like, but it appears this thing, then take it. I mean, it makes your life a bit better because it covers double of your HP and MP with pills. Why not? And later on, you can just use one of those rewrite items to get rid of it. And now, focusing on the last one. Every time you cast special skill, the cooldown of elixir minus 5.25 seconds, no 8-second limit. So here is only one sub-skill, and does better than that one destiny, which is called what again? What is this thing called? Precious extracts. So from this you can see precious extract not good. Okay. Now another thing is, what's the use of this thing actually? So the use of this sub-skill is again combined with attack elixirs. So when you eat attack elixir, you increase some of your attack, and if you can keep eating it, you increase more attack. So there are builds in this game. So 0 cooldown special skills build, or a very short cooldown special skill build like Water Sword, which allows you to refresh your special skill and motion skill cooldown turn by turn. So in those builds, you continue using your special skill with almost 0 cooldown, and therefore you keep on reducing the cooldown of your elixir usage, and you can continue eating attack pills. Or basically how many attack pills you brought into battle, how many attack pills you can eat. You increase a lot of attack to make you even stronger. This is another reason why 0 cooldown special skill builds are, in my opinion, the strongest build in this game. Now the problem, of course, not really problem, it's just a personal preference. I do not like to use attack pills, attack elixirs. I prefer to keep everything with red artifact, and that's just my personal preference. And I guess if I decide to play some build which is more focused on elixir stuff, this will be actually quite good. However, as I said, that's something in Compendium, not Destiny. So Destiny itself is still bad. And the next one we are talking about, which is actually not even one of the 4 special destinies. It's called Elixir Recycle. The name suggests it's also related to it, but it's not. This is a destiny, very old destiny, which has been in the game for a long time. And what does it do? Every time you use elixir in battle, you have 60% chance to defecate it within 10 seconds. And then you can pick it up, add it to your current elixir slot. Absolutely disgusting. And it's also absolutely useless, in my opinion. And let's say even if there is some use, I will still not use it because it's absolutely disgusting. So thinking this way, the whole thing, what does this guy do, is basically allows you to recycle your elixirs. So basically it's the same thing, effect, except not disgusting, if you simply can bring more elixirs into the battle. And that thing can already be done by this Compendium again. Where is it? The 5th one, maximum elixir stacks plus 6. Yeah. So usually you can only bring 5 elixirs into battle, no matter how many elixirs you are. Right now you see I have 20. This is because, first of all, I have Mirage Pot upgraded one. This adds 10 elixirs into battle. So 5 plus 10 is 15, right? Also, I have the Compendium equipped with plus 6. So if I remove the Compendium, and you can see that now it becomes 15 because the maximum becomes 15. That's how it is. But with this thing, I'm already good enough. I don't need to recycle it. This is just not good. Okay, so that's that. The next one, and this will be a bit more complicated one we are talking about, will be Mirage Pot and the upgraded Mirage Pot. So first of all, let's starting with the reason that I'm talking this is complicated is Mirage Pot, the purple one itself. I know that you can pick it. This was implemented again before the upgrade of this Alchemy set, and because you can do it before. The question is, this one, the upgraded one, seems to be introduced only after the Alchemy upgrade. And now the thing is, when they introduced this upgrade, there used to be a bug that everyone having a Mirage Pot by themselves, without effect, without any, you don't need to do anything, you trigger this quest, you have a Mirage Pot by yourself. But this was not supposed to happen. And in the current stage of the game, once you start the quest and you lose that Mirage Pot, and also now here comes the part I'm not sure about. I always choose the quest chance so that Shiqing survives, and she will rebuild the Divine Kudrung Temple For example, in my game, it's here, around here. You can see this little thing. And in this case, I do not have a Mirage Pot with me after this, if I do not take this destiny. But I have heard that if you choose different paths, you might end up to have the Divine Cooldown with yourself, so you gain the Mirage Pot to you. And I do not know if that's a thing. I also do not know if you need to choose that thing to upgrade your purple Mirage Pot into this red one or not. It could be that you don't need. You just need to pick purple Mirage Pot in the first chance and then upgrade it. So this part I'm not sure about. Maybe someone who have, complete the quest using different options, try it out and let me know what is going on. Now, both of things first of all help with your alchemy. So Mirage Pot increase your success rate, and also you can concoct elixirs with the Mirage Pot. Same thing with the upgraded one. Not only you can bring 10 more elixirs into battle, and the cooldown for elixirs also minus 30%. So it's quite good, right? So this one, just from an alchemy point of view, I think you should take Mirage Pot because it allows you to bring more elixirs into battle, reduce the cooldown with the compendium thing, and etc. You make yourself much stronger. Now, what doesn't mean that you can concoct pills without the thing. So first of all, in order to make alchemy, like every single other addition ship, if you have forge, you can learn the recipes and then do it here, or you can do it at the city. But do it at city won't give you the high rarity one. Similarly, for alchemy, the same thing. You can do it at the city. For something like body reconstruction build, I will just do it there because there's no rarity issues. However, for example, if I want to get higher rarity pills by myself, I should choose the recipe, and then I should choose a funance. So there are funance like this Heavenly Path funance, remember? And there are Mirage Pot one. So I have two different funance here. So this Heavenly Path funance, it is actually in my lair. So Heavenly Path funance, you can buy it in your sect, and in order to, you actually have to buy it in your sect. So that's the thing. So depends on the rarity of the funance, you will have different effects. However, with the Mirage Pot thing, you don't need to have this funance anymore. As you can see before, when I choose this elixir, I can choose Mirage Pot. So when I choose this, right, you see there are two things. One is the current elixir will always be G1 elixir. This is crazily good. Second thing, quantity of elixir increased by 100%. This will be there even for the purple one. But this red one, upgrading Mirage Pot 1, is crazily good because of this. Conducted your G1 elixir, and it greatly increases successful rate as well. So let me just show you a very bad example of actually doing alchemy. So you're supposed to do alchemy properly by putting in you should put in how much thing as you need it. So you need to look at how much you need this thing, different elements, look at the elements of each, materials, herbs, lightning 20, wood 80, and then consider throwing in how much this thing and do it. But now I'm doing it in a very bad way. I've thrown in all the necessary ones, and I use a minimum amount, okay? Minimum. And usually you see that this few are green, and in order to make, usually you need to throw in many other herbs so that you have everything going, and then you play the mini game to reach this value. But now I do it super bad way. I directly do this, and I do the worst way of playing the mini game. As you can see, my impurity incredibly high, and purity is incredibly low. Usually this will break the thing. However, with Mirage Pot 1, guess what? It succeeded, and I got 20 G1 elixirs, and this is simply great from alchemy point of view, from even without everything else like it did it, Like you can put more, bring more elixir into battle, cooldown reduction, etc. Just from a simple G1 elixir point of view, it is great. It's good quality of life stuff. So yeah, I would think Mirage Pot 1 a pretty good quality of life destinies, and it's very good. And then we'll start talking about actually battle related stuff. So guess what? The Mirage Pot actually can help you in battle as well. So look at the purple one first. Your success rate, not success rate, get out of here. Your agility in battle minus 15%, that's bad, you're slow. You receive 15% less damage from behind, that is good. And every 12 seconds, you give this pot summon to a summoned ally unit that does not have one. This unit will receive minus 15 damage from behind and deal more damage. So small units 10%, medium unit 25%, large units 30%. Also, for the next 10 seconds, you also receive same damage boost. So if you have big unit like King of the Dark River, Heavenly Giant, or something out coming from your wood or earth, skill summons, then you got 30% damage boost by the summon and by yourself to yourself for 10 seconds every 12 seconds. So basically almost covered all along. It's actually quite good. It is quite good. Not mentioning the minus 15% damage from behind. And I will showcase this a bit later, because right now I'm going to talk something bad about. Now if you upgrade this into Mirage Pot 1, which brings you all the benefits, 10 more elixir into battle, cooldown less, and as well as, what is it again? Yeah, you get all the G1 elixirs. It replaces the other battle effect. Now the only thing you get is minus 30% damage from behind. Yeah, you do not have the speed, minus 15% speed, which is good. You even have even less damage from behind, which is also good. But what about this summon unit benefit and also the 30% of damage increase? Those just vanished. This is extremely annoying. This is a downgrade from a battle point of view. And there's really not needed to have this downgrade. And I have tested out in the game, and once I have this Mirage Pot 1, the red one, it does not work anymore. It just never gives this same effect to the summons. But now I will show you, if I get rid of this one with only the purple one, how does it work in the battle. So I have get rid of my Mirage Pot 1, so now I only have the purple Mirage Pot. And you can see that if I choose to do Alchemy, instead of Mirage Pot 1, I only have Mirage Pot, and if I choose this, it does not have the effect that, yeah, I will only get G1 elixirs. That is bad. And yeah, so from Alchemy point of view, that's a downgrade for sure. And you can also see that now I only have 11 maximum. That's because 5 plus 6 from the Compendium. Okay, but now let's get into the martial arts arena and see how does it work in the battle. So first of all, you see this little pot behind me. That's the Mirage Pot, and I'm slow. You can see. Now I summon this. I do 743 damage. Remember? And now this thing, I give this thing to the little thing. Now I do 818. So that's some percentage, 70 damage more. So it's basically, now I can see again, both of them have this little pot behind them. So this is probably because these are small units, so you only have 10% of damage boost. Okay, but if I have a bigger unit, like a giant one, then I would have 30% damage boost. This also makes my summon speed stronger, so I like the whole idea of Mirage Pot. But this effect won't be there once you upgrade it, which is generally sad. I mean, who doesn't want a 30% or at least 10% damage increase? So yeah, that's it. Anyways, even though this is supposed to be a Real Destiny episode, I realize I've talked more thing about alchemy and in general stuff. And by the way, this is where you buy those furnaces. Okay, so I will think about actually do a proper alchemy guide once I have time to, because currently, because I have never really used many of these ones, so I can't really say what are the good and what are the bad. So I need to do some study by myself in order to give a proper alchemy guide. And that will probably take some time. But for this episode, we just talked about those related destinies, including Mirage Pot and Elixir Recycle, which is not those special ones, and then the 4 special ones. And I hope that should be it. The next episode, the 12th one, will be actually everything else left in the destiny list, which are implemented into the game already. There are some of them are not implemented yet, so I won't talk about them. And as usual, if you like this content, please consider leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you next time.